Hey there everybody, welcome back to the 4-String Strum of the channel. It's all about ukuleles. Today we're going to be working on a classical tune called the Orange Blossom Special. We're going to cover a bunch of different little techniques. We're going to throw a whole bunch of stuff into this today. We're going to work on that bluegrass strum because I keep getting a lot of questions about bluegrass strum. So let's spend some time on that. We're also going to work on some extra little embellishments that you can do to pull the sound out of this song. All right, let's get into it. All right, so first of all, let's just go through the basic chords for this song. It's a pretty straightforward song, and then we'll get into some of the fancier stuff with the different strumming, etc. All right, chords first. Here we go. So we're going to start off with our C chord. Well, look yonder coming that along that track, and then you go to C7. Look yonder coming, and we'll go up to F. Coming along that track, back to C. It's the G7 Blossom Special, bringing my baby back to C. And that's basically the way the entire song goes. Now, we're going to work on an instrumental a little bit later on, and I'm going to show you how to do pick out the chord melody for this a little bit as well. All right? All right, I don't know what the hell that was. A little frog in my throat. I got the whole friggin' swamp in there. All right, now that I've had a seizure on the screen here, let's take a look at some of the strumming that you can do here. All right, let's go. All right, now that I'm done horking up a lung, here we go. All right, so basic strum that you can do for this song is our basic paintbrush strum and the sledgehammer strum. So let's start that. Just a quick review for those of you that have been here before. If you haven't been here, here's how these ones go. So you start off, you hit it with your thumb on the top string here, and then you brush it with your fingers, just like that. So I call it paintbrush because it's two parts. Paint, brush, paint, brush, paint, brush, paint, brush. Look yonder coming down along that track. Look yonder coming. Do, 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 do. And it actually sounds pretty nice with this song because it gives it that kind of that little bit of a train song. And that's really what we're going to be shooting for here today, is how to get that kind of a chugging kind of a sound out of the song. Gives you that sort of train vibe. All right, so that's the one strum. Next strum that we're going to do, again, you folks been around for a while, you know this one. And this is our sledgehammer. So it's, instead of being a two-part strum, we work this into a three-part strum. You start off exactly the same way as the paintbrush strum, but then you flick your thumb back up again. Okay, so it goes like this. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. And you can mix that up with your paintbrush every once in a while if you want to just do paintbrush, and then you can do your sledgehammer just for a little bit of variety. Now you're starting to hear more of that kind of a sound. And what you're going to get, you'll see I strum this here close, just basically right at the end of the fretboard where it meets the body, meets the top of the instrument. So part of the clicky-clacky kind of a sound that you're hearing, how's that for, you know, classical music terminology here, is me clicking on the edge of the fretboard here, okay? And also here, I did a video a couple of weeks ago, Bad Leroy Brown, and I did the chuck and cluck where I was plucking down on the top. So if you want to review that one, that's a good one to review to try and get that percussive sound out of your strumming. But this is really what's happening. Hear it? Okay, so depends on where you like to strum. I tend to strum a little bit more up here. And it's not any, oh, you get better sound if you're further up. To me, this is just comfortable. This is where my arm rests. That's how long my arm is from the elbow up to here, and that's where it sits. So you'll see me playing the banjo uke. A lot of people saw me, particularly when I had my My concert scale one, I used to play it a little bit farther up. It's just comfortable. But for here, for this percussive sound, works fantastic. So just try that strum, just with muted strings here. And try to get that percussive sound, and that'll really start to come through when you play an actual chord as well. Okay, it gives you that sort of Johnny Cash kind of a chugging sound. All right, so now we got those two. Let's take a look at bluegrass strum. So I want to spend a little bit more time on this one today, because normally we just kind of go over it quickly. So I'm going to give you some little tips, some techniques, and a path that you can take that you can work your way up to the strum. All right, let's take a look at that now. All right, so bluegrass strum. Again, a lot of people are asking about this one. So start off, if you've got your paintbrush strum down and you feel pretty comfortable with that, that's your first part of this strum. So make sure you've got this first, okay? So get your paintbrush down. All right, now, put paintbrush away for a minute, and we're going to work on just the double strum, because this bluegrass strum is made up of these two parts. So this is really important that you get this double strum down, okay? So double strum is like this. You can actually hear my thumb clacking here too, right? But that's the rhythm that you want. So it's down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So it's down with the thumb, up with the finger. Down with the finger, up with the thumb. So it's kind of a finger sandwich, and the bread is your thumb, all right? So you start with the thumb, up with the finger, down with the finger, up with the thumb. Down with the thumb, okay? Up with the finger, down with the finger, up with the thumb. Work on this. And if there's a secret to getting this bluegrass strum, it's this. It is the double strum, okay? Spend the time on this. Do not rush. Don't think, oh, I'm going to get this in 10 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever. Take the time, like spend this week just driving your family crazy while you're sitting there watching whatever it is you're watching on TV, on Netflix. Down, up, 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 down, up. And speed it up a little bit. Okay, but take your time. Don't rush. What I find is that people, they start with the paintbrush and then they try to get that double strum going. And if they don't get it right away, then they get frustrated. Oh, I can't do it. Okay, you gotta just take your time with it, okay? It's gonna take you maybe a week or so. Once you get it, it's like riding a bike. It just will come right back to you. All right, so now you got your double strum. Once you get your double strum, then you put these two strums together. So it's paintbrush, and then you do double strum. Paintbrush, and then double strum. So it's down, 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 up, down, up. 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 One more time. Down, 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 up, down, up. Now, all you want to do is take out the pause in between. So it's down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. Paint, brush, double strum, and paint, brush, double strum. Don't worry about doing a chord, just get this hand going. Paint, brush, double strum, and paint, brush, double strum, and paint, brush, double strum. Okay, now if you want to do it together with me like that, beautiful. Go to one of these corners, I'm not sure which one it is, there's a little thing that looks like a gear. Click on that and put playback speed. Put it down to like 50%, whatever it is that you need to be at in order to stay with me on the speed. okay? And then you're going to be able to get this, all right? And it is so much fun. Folks, just commit to this. Take the time. It is a blast to play with this strum. All right, now, I'm going to show you the song, and we're going to play it with the bluegrass strum. Now, again, if you're only still at the level of paintbrush or you're at the level of sledgehammer, just go for it with that. That's fine. I'm going to show you the bluegrass strum, though, because, again, I want to spend a little bit more time on that today. And then I'll show you how you can start to pull some of the melody out, and I'll also give you a couple of little embellishments and tips and tricks that we can add in there as well. All right, let's try that out. All right, let me just play this through for you here. I'll use the bluegrass strum, and then I'm going to show you a little technique that I call a railroad strum to even get a little bit more of a train sound out of it. Okay, it's just sort of an extension of the bluegrass strum. Here we go. You can hear that rhythm. We'll talk about rambling. She's the fastest train on the line. Talk about traveling. She's the fastest train on the line. It's the Orange Blossom Special, rolling down the seaboard line. All right, so it really pulls that nice little boom, chicka, chicka, chicka kind of a sound out of it. All right, so one extra little thing that you can do here is I want you to think about this as being like the rails of like the steel rails, the chemin de fer, you know, the two straight tracks going down there. And then these are more like the railroad ties, okay? So what we're going to do now is we're going to do this bluegrass drum. You're going to have bluegrass drum down pretty well to be able to pull this one off. But what you do is you're going to go, okay, for your bluegrass drum. But now what we're going to do is we're going to strum up. Your finger's going to flick this way, and you're going to get a run up those railroad ties, and it's going to give you kind of a washboard sort of an effect, okay? So it's going to kind of go as you strum it, like that. So what you need to do is you have to concentrate on strumming forward, but also down at the same time. So it's kind of a diagonal kind of a thing, okay, in order to get the strings ringing and also to get those railroad ties clacking. All right, one more time through. Start with a bluegrass drum. So it's on that last down with your finger. Just when you thought it was safe. All right, give that a try because it's a lot of fun. We should go over chord bouncing as well because you can see that I'm doing that here. So let's review chord bouncing. So if you've got your bluegrass drum, again, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down. All right, so now what we're going to do is the only time that you keep your finger down here when you're playing your C chord is for the paintbrush part. On the double strum, you lift your finger off and you let that string ring. Paintbrush, double strum and paintbrush, double strum and paintbrush, double strum and paintbrush. All right, here's what it sounds like at speed. We'll talk about rambling. She's the fastest train on the line. Talk about your rambling, fastest train on the line. I love it. All right, that's a lot of fun. Give it a try with the chord bouncing. And again, folks, I'm throwing a lot at you here today, so don't let your head explode. Pick out one or two of these little embellishments that I'm going to talk about. Try them out. You don't have to use them all, and you don't have to use them all the time, right? Like you'll see when we do the play along, I don't do the railroad thing all the way through the song. There's certain parts where I do it. There's certain parts where I don't. All right. So, but this little chord bouncing thing, it's a lot of fun, and it really adds a cool ringing sound. Another one you can do is you can do chord bouncing here with your left hand for the G7 as well. Now, when I'm doing the G7, I don't pull the fingers all the way off. So it's almost like left hand muting, okay? See how my hand just kind of pumps? So play with that as well. Get your fingers kind of squeeze and release, squeeze and release, squeeze and release. And that'll gives you that chuck, 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 chuck kind of a sound, okay? It actually stops the strings from ringing. And again, that gives you that more percussive kind of a sound that really lends itself well to that railroad sound. Let's talk about the chord melody part now. So let's get into that, and let me show you how I do some hammer-ons for that. All right, here we go. All right, so let me show you the chord melody that I do for this. Now, this isn't the traditional sort of fiddle style. I don't do that because it's next to impossible to do on your own on a ukulele. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the style kind of like that we normally do here while you're playing on your own. So here we go. All right, so we're putting a couple of different elements in here. You can see that I was doing my bluegrass strum, did my chord bouncing, did my left hand muting, right? And I'm also doing hammer-ons here. So here's how this, start to pull this sound out a little bit. Well, talk about rambling. Talk about rambling. It's the fastest train on the, fastest train on the. And you're just strumming this. There's nothing fancy. You don't really have to be doing any particular picking here with this right hand. So you kind of do single down strums. Then you go back to your bluegrass strum to the C7. And then all I'm doing when I go to my F is I'm dropping my third finger on here at the 3rd fret on the 1st string. Stop about rambling. And then I lift it and drop it. Fast train on the. Go back to my C. And then I can drop my 2nd finger again at the 2nd string at the 3rd fret. Hell's Blossom Special, bring in. And actually what I'm doing here, if you look, is I'm switching my G7. This actually turns into a G, because all I'm doing is I'm putting my pinky finger here at the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. Okay? It's just a G, but I'm just playing it with my 2nd 3 finger. Bring in my baby. Okay, again, I'm just bending that note, and that gives it that kind of a bluesy sort of a train whistle, kind of a Johnny Cash kind of a sound. Again. I'm just putting my third finger here at the 3rd fret on the 3rd string. And just give it a little yank down, just like that. You can actually do that at the 2nd fret too if you want to. You got to pull it a little bit more, so try the 3rd fret. It's a little easier, and you can use both fingers to kind of pull down on that one. All right, that gives you a really nice jazzy kind of a sound for this song. All right, folks, let's do the playthrough. Here we go. All right, everybody ready? Here we go. Look yonder coming down that railroad track. Look yonder coming down that railroad track. It's the orange blossom special, bringing my baby back. Well, I'm going down to Florida and get some sand in my shoes. Maybe California, get some sand in my shoes. And the orange blossom special, lose these New York blues. We talk about rambling, she's the fastest train on the line. Talk about traveling, she's the fastest train on the line. It's an orange blossom special, rolling down the seaboard line. All right, so we covered a heap of stuff today, right? We learned this new song. We looked at chord bouncing. We looked in more depth at the double strum as well as the bluegrass strum. We also worked in our new railroad strum by flicking your finger up the railroad ties here, okay? And chord melody stuff, the whole shebang. So again, don't let your head explode with this stuff. Pick a little piece here, pick a little piece there, and work on it for a while. Don't try to do it all at one time, unless you're at that level and you can just rip through it, then go for it. But don't get yourself frustrated. Pick one little technique and let her rip. All right, folks, that's it for today. Listen, don't forget to join up on our new Facebook group. We've got about almost, 16 or 1700 members that have joined up here in about the last month and a half. It's been going crazy. Really nice group of people, very positive minded. That's what we're all about. So take a look in the description below. Join us at the 4-String Strummers on Facebook. Don't forget to check out the 4-String Strummer website, www.4stringstrummer.ca. We'll see you there. Drop us a little message on the email. I'd love to hear from you. Any questions at all, put them down into the comments section. I'm always more than happy to help you out. And until we see you next time, keep smiling, keep strumming, and have fun. Maybe with one of these videos right over here. Bye for now.